Wright Wright Wright. Ian 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 Wright Wright Wright. Do it right right right. Ian Wright Wright Wright. Do it right right right. Ian Wright. Ian Wright Wright Wright. Do it right right right. Ian Wright Wright Wright. Ian Wright Wright Wright. Do it right right right. Ian Wright. Ian Wright Wright Wright. Do it right right right. Ian Wright Wright Wright. Do it right right right. Ian Wright Wright Wright. Do it right right right. Ian Wright. Ian Wright Wright Wright. Do it right right right. Ian Wright Wright Wright. Do it right right right. Ian Wright Wright Wright. Do it right right right. Ian Wright. Ian Wright is here down in the jungle. He's a main man, get ready to rumble. Coming first, he's stronger than your uncle. Legend of the pitch, he never stumble. Harder than a rubber, he be humble. 387 goals in the